blue viola, which is an amazing flower. It goes by different names, Johnny Jump Ups, pansies.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a particular color that we've used each time that we've made this, with the purple and the yellow and a little bit of orange. So blue viola is for the expression of strong emotion, to help you express strong emotion, and it doesn't really matter what kind, but primarily it's working with anger. So it's helping the body learn how to express anger. And notice I said helping the body learn how to express anger. But this is where you have, for whatever reason, suppressed strong emotion, and then it's either not being expressed or not being expressed in a good way. And by good way, we mean we don't want to scorch the earth. You know, we don't want to hurt people. We don't want to blow all the neighbors away when we get angry. So there is a healthy way to get angry and a healthy way to express strong emotion. And again, it wasn't culturally supported, at least in the United States. But in indigenous cultures, no problem. Feel something, you get it out, and that's it. It's clear. So it doesn't accumulate over time. It doesn't get this sort of pressure cooker thing going on and then explode. So there's something called a temper. A person has a temper. I had a vicious temper as a child, because I would not say anything, I would not express anything. I was just completely, I don't even know the words. I'm probably not present. I would just take it somewhere else, some other dimension. Blue viola to me was like, okay, here's a way, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what happened, whether you were bullied. This is a great essence for kids who have been bullied and bullying kids that are doing bullying. But it doesn't matter what happened, it's just finding the way for that emotion to work its way out of the body, and that's through the heart. So wherever it is, could be in your left knee, your right ankle, your left elbow. We hold suppressed emotions in the most amazing places in our body for whatever reason. And it's going to that place, and it's talking directly to that energy that's being held in that place. And saying, well, here's the roadmap. I will show you the way to the heart. And then from the heart it can be expressed. And the beauty of this is that it can be expressed as powerfully as you need to express it. Because sometimes you really need to own it. You really need to get into that and just go, I'm really angry at you, and I just need to get this out. That you get it out, filtered through the heart, filtered through that energy of the heart. And so the person can stay present when you're being that angry, when you're showing that emotion. And that's what you want anyway, right? You can't, it's really difficult sometimes just to get angry at the wall. Maybe you can go out and scream in the forest or something. Maybe that helps a little bit, but sometimes you just need to say to that person, I'm really angry at you. I really need you to stay present for me to express this. And it's a gift. It's a gift to be able to do that for both people, for both sides. I took an anger workshop some years ago from a lady who just scared the crap out of me. I went to her. She used to work in Anchorage, and she's in Eugene, Oregon now. I went to her, and I was just sort of cowering on the other side of the table the whole time. It's like, don't hurt me. Just a really strong, powerful woman. And turns out she's just a total sweetheart. But I said, well, if I'm going to take an anger workshop, this is the lady I want to take it from. And I found out in that workshop that I didn't have real bad anger issues in terms of expressing it. I was afraid of being around other people that were expressing it. So I needed it for the receiving side. Because I was in that room, and she had a massage table, and she strapped a couple of pillows on the massage table, and she had baseball bats and tennis rackets. You could take your pick. So one by one, we would get up there, and she'd say, just let her rip, just go for it. And it's like, checking out the racket. Yeah, that's a good balance. And you just, blam, blam, blam. And I couldn't stay in the room. And she was actually standing sort of nonchalantly by the door while this is going on. And I said, I got to go pee. She said, no, you don't. Sit down.
Okay.
So I went and sat down. I went and sat down, and and work through it. I realized I just had to stay present with all this, because some of these people in the class, it wasn't just an exercise. It wasn't, oh, let's get some aerobic stuff going here, you know. They were really pissed at somebody, and I was like, how can I be present with that? How can I even breathe with this stuff going on? And at one point, I, you know, got through that realization, and she just went, you know, wink, wink. And then my life had changed. You know, I realized, okay, so then I can take essences, I can, you know, work with my energy field and my boundaries so that I can be around people who are angry. Because that was my problem, is the cross current, the cross wiring was, I thought they were always angry at me. You know, going down the street and somebody's in a fight, it's like, I'm sorry. Doesn't have anything to do with me, but because I'm feeling it, I'm making that assumption. And I think a lot of kids do that. And a lot of adults do that. So it's good on both sides of the equation. But yeah, to sort of keep that childlike way of expressing anger alive as an adult.